lakes and fountains and water canals. Oh my. We are Mike and Tara with Ramblin' Home, and we are back this week for a continuation of our Florida vacation video.
Yes, last time we showed you our time in Daytona Beach, and we were headed back up 95 towards Tennessee and stopped off in Flagler Beach for a couple of days. Flagler Beach is located about halfway between Daytona Beach and St. Augustine.
Yes, and this was my style of vacation, as opposed to Daytona Beach, which was super touristy and really, really crowded while we were there. Flagler is more of a lazy little coastal town. Great restaurants, a lot of great qualities, but just much more laid back.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Amity Island from the movie Jaws, which you may see a little of later in this video. But it was a really, really nice stop off to relax after all the hustle and bustle in Daytona during bike week and spring break. So one of the places that we stayed while we were there is Bulow RV Resort. And Bulow RV Resort is an Encore property. It's located a couple of miles off of I-95. In the other direction, it's only another couple of miles to the beach. So it's named after Bulow Creek, which is a feeder creek into the Halifax River.
One of the great things about Bulow RV Resort is just the number of amenities that they had. They had a really nice pool, a bunch of outdoor activities, including putt-putt, shuffleboard, a beach volleyball court, horseshoes, all kinds of stuff. They actually had a little fenced-off dog park area. And it wasn't anything fancy, you know, the fence was old and it was just a small little area, but it's really rare to find places that we can let the dogs off leash and let them really run and play. And so it was really nice to have that. That was probably one of my favorite things about the actual park.
Tons of amenities, I would agree with that, but I'd say my favorite thing was these huge old oak trees that had tons of Spanish moss hanging from them, and they just gave shade. I mean, you could shade 5 or 6 different RV-sized campsites with one tree. They were huge. The grounds were very well maintained. It was located on a small lake with a few different canals, a couple of fountains and water features. Really, really nice place. Decided to get to the beach while we still had some daylight, and I think we're going to be hanging out in Flagler for the next few days.
So if you know us at all, you know that one of our favorite activities is eating.
Right.
So while we were in Flagler Beach, we checked out several of the beachside dining establishments.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of options. We really enjoy eating various different places. It's not a very big town, but within just a couple of square miles, there's 5 or 6 really good restaurants, and most of them have either rooftop dining or at least patio dining. There's some great places. We did eat at the Funky Pelican twice. We did eat at the Golden Lion at least once, and Tortugas was great. But the best thing about Flagler is being able to sit out at one of these rooftop bars and enjoy some fresh seafood.
Yeah. The actual beach at Flagler is a whole lot different than Daytona as well. Whereas Daytona was really flat and a great walking beach, Flagler sand is a lot more of like crushed shell consistency, so it was really sharp. And also it gives way a lot under your feet. So it was a great workout for really short walks, but we spent a lot more time just lounging and enjoying it, and also swimming there. Although the waves and the currents were pretty strong while we were there, so we didn't spend a lot of time in the water. But we did get to actually see some guys surfing out there, which was something that we had not seen in a while. So we had a great experience with that as well.
Yeah, Flagler compared to Daytona has a lot more surfing activity. They always have. Yeah, we enjoyed sitting there watching. And there was one guy who actually paddled out in his kayak. And I thought he was going out to fish. He turned around, caught a wave, and came right back in on his kayak.
Kayak surfing, or whatever that's
neat.
called. There is a really big pier there, the municipal pier, and it's a really popular fishing spot. And one day while we were there, we actually got to see a guy catch a shark.
I just happened to see some commotion going on the pier, and I looked over, and there's a guy holding his rod up, running from the end of the pier, and he pulled it all the way into shore, and another one of his friends actually underneath the pier pulled the shark back into the water. So it was pretty neat.
I know what one of your most enjoyable experiences was.
Of course, speaking of kayaking, we took a kayak trip around Bulow Creek, which we mentioned is what our RV resort was named after. I got caught on an oyster bed. We found a shallow part of the Halifax River. I just ran aground on an oyster bed.
You survived the oyster bed.
Yeah, you're right. That was probably the highlight outside of just relaxing on the beach and stuffing my face. That was the next best thing. So.
Yeah. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe to our channel, click on the bell to receive notifications when we put out new material. We have so much more to share with you, so stay tuned. We will see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Last week...
I think I just said that.
Shoot.
Are you gonna just eat chips in the middle of the...
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But that's good in a lot of ways. Yep. So, while we were there, we did a lot of dining. We ate a lot of chips because we like Mexican food.
No! Okay. I did a weird mouth thing. You ready now? You sure? Positive? Okay.
And
Actually, that's fine that you messed up because I got a butt cut in my bangs. Uh-huh.
okay.
Oh, me? Oh. Ready?
I don't know.
All kinds of outdoor games like shuttle I said shuttleboard.
Shufflecock.
And definitely not what you said. Were you gonna say something? Bulow RV. I'm gonna shorten it right now.
Okay.